Did you know Michael Jackson's final rehearsals were filled with eerie coincidences that some fans believe predicted his death? In June 2009, Michael was preparing for his massive comeback tour. The shows were called This Is It, a celebration, a new beginning. But during rehearsals, strange moments began to stand out. In one scene, Michael appeared beneath giant images of crumbling buildings and destruction. In another, he sang lyrics about endings, darkness, and a world falling apart. Then came the most chilling detail. During rehearsals, he repeatedly performed songs about death, judgment, and leaving this world behind. Just days later, he was gone. The footage suddenly felt different. What once looked like a concert now seemed like a farewell. Millions watched the recordings after his death, searching every frame for clues. Some called it coincidence. Others believed the King of Pop somehow sensed the end was near. No one knows for sure, but watching those final rehearsals today feels less like seeing a comeback and more like witnessing the last echo of a star before the darkness swallowed the stage.
Did you know Paul McCartney once gave Michael Jackson the advice that would destroy their friendship forever? It was 1982. The two superstars were working together on Say, Say, Say. During late-night recording sessions and quiet dinners, Paul became Michael's mentor. He taught him about the music business, about contracts, about power. Then Paul shared his most valuable secret. The real money isn't in recording songs, Michael. It's in owning the rights to them. Michael listened carefully. He always did. 2 years later, Paul decided to buy back the Beatles catalog, the same songs he had written with John Lennon. Songs that made him famous. But when the bidding started, Michael outbid him. $47.5 million. Paul called him, confused, hurt. "Michael, we're friends. Why would you do this to me?" Michael's response was ice cold. "It's just business, Paul. Nothing personal." The gentle, soft-spoken King of Pop had just pulled off the most ruthless move in music history, against the man who taught him how to do it.
Did you know Michael Jackson's first solo #1 was a love song to a killer rat? In 1972, Michael was 14 years old. Motown handed him a ballad written for a movie called Ben, a horror film about a boy whose best friend was a murderous rat that led a pack of killers through the city. Not exactly the stuff of pop history, but Michael didn't treat it like a joke. He sang it like he meant every single word. His voice was gentle, warm, and completely real. He made a song about a rodent feel like the most human thing in the world. Ben, the two of us need look no more. 14 years old, pure feeling, no irony. The song hit #1 in September 1972. His first solo chart peak, not a dance track, not a showstopper, a quiet ballad about a fictional rat. That's what made young Michael different from everyone else. He could pour real emotion into anything and make you believe it completely.
Did you know that Diana Ross became the mother Michael Jackson never really had? Their story began at a Motown Christmas party in 1968, when 10-year-old Michael was already working like an adult. While other kids were playing with toys, he was performing for crowds and following strict rules set by his father. Diana saw something in Michael that others missed. Not just talent, but a lonely child who desperately needed love. She took him under her wing, becoming the warm, caring presence missing from his life. Diana taught him about tenderness and showed him what unconditional love felt like. She even protected him from dangerous people in the music industry who might have hurt him. But here's the heartbreaking part. Even this beautiful relationship happened within the entertainment world that had stolen his childhood. Diana gave Michael the closest thing to a real family he'd ever known, yet it was still tied to the stage and spotlight. This bond shaped Michael's entire life, driving his endless search for the pure, unconditional love he'd tasted but never fully possessed. Did you know that behind Michael Jackson's incredible success stood a mother whose faith and fierce protection shaped the King of Pop? Katherine Jackson wasn't just a stage mom. She was Michael's spiritual anchor and strongest defender. As a devoted Jehovah's Witness, Catherine instilled values that kept Michael grounded despite massive fame. While the Jackson 5 toured the world, she made sure her children continued their education, often teaching them herself on the road. When Motown wanted to control every aspect of their lives, Catherine stepped in to negotiate better contracts, protecting her family's interests. During Michael's darkest controversies, Catherine stood by him publicly and privately. She defended him against media attacks and never wavered in her support. Her spiritual guidance became his lifeline during decades of intense pressure and scrutiny. Catherine also shaped Michael's humanitarian heart. Her teachings about helping others inspired his countless charitable acts and his songs about healing the world. Even when fame isolated Michael from everyone else, his mother's love and faith remained his constant source of strength and moral compass.